My name is Kaceli. The following is a comprehensive tutorial on using Microsoft Excel 2019, which is based on Office 365. We will start with the very basics, and then we'll go into intermediate and advanced features of Excel. This tutorial is designed for business professionals who are looking to advance in their career by sharpening their Microsoft Office skills, and is great for students to learn Excel. Please also note that if you would like to follow along, the accompanying working files are located in the video description. I have designed this tutorial to be concepts-based, which means that most of the features covered here apply to previous versions and even later versions or newer versions of Excel. So let's get started. This assumes that we are using the installed or the desktop version of Microsoft Excel in your computer. So we're going to go here under Start, and then we are going to look for Microsoft Excel. So we'll just type here Excel and then hit Enter. And at this stage, let's just get acquainted a little bit with the application interface so that we know what is where. As soon as we open the application, on the very top we have the option to create a blank workbook or an Excel spreadsheet. We have some quick guides here from Microsoft, and then further down here we have a bunch of templates that Microsoft has included in this version of Excel. There are various categories that you can pick. On the left-hand side under the Home tab, this includes any of the recent spreadsheets that you have been working on. Here under Pinned, this would show the files that you have pinned that you want always to show up in this list. And then under Shared with Me, in this case you'd need to be signed in to Office Online, and this is where the documents that have been shared with you are going to be available. On the left-hand side here we have the option to create new documents. So the new documents would be whether it's a blank worksheet or use one of those templates from here. Keep in mind that you can search for new templates on the very top and also use the categories over here. Under Open, this is the option where you can choose to open an existing file in your computer. Now notice that you have a whole bunch of other options here, but the easiest, the best would be to just simply choose this PC and then navigate under this PC the various files and directories wherever you have your files. Further down here you also have the account that has been associated with Microsoft, basically your Microsoft 365 account. Then under Options, this is where you can customize the various options related to this application, whether it's the general options or formulas or data, and how to save and how often to save your documents and things of that nature. And now it's important to understand as well that those options are going to be under File here on the Home tab as well, and then if you scroll down you will see them in the very bottom of the screen. Now let's go back home here. And let's suppose that we wanted to create a new document and also at the same time keep on looking again at the interface of this application to get an understanding as to how this application works. So if we click here on the blank document, which I just did, notice that in the very top here you have these tabs. So you have the Home tab with all of these sets of icons here. And those are kind of called groupings of icons. So Microsoft has tried to group things of or functions or similar functions together. For example, for the alignment of the content, it would be under the alignment grouping on the Home tab. Then you have the Insert tab here, and that has new sets of groupings and icons and functions here as well. Then under Draw, you have additional options, and then Page Layout, another tab, and Formulas. And this is where the beauty of Excel is, or the major functionality of Excel is, under the Formulas area. Then you have the Data tab, View, and Help as well. Keep in mind that on the top right here, you also have the Tell Me feature in Microsoft Excel, where you can simply, if you don't know how to or where a particular function is, for example, footer, you can simply type it in here and then click on that option and it will take you directly to that particular function. So you technically don't really need to know where something is as long as you know what you're looking for. Then further down here, you have these sheet one. So notice each Excel file starts with one sheet, and you can add as many sheets as you want to it by using this button here on the bottom right. Notice now we have sheet 2, sheet 3, and such. Think of those just as pages on a notebook. On the bottom right hand side, you have some options here for the layout. So this is the normal layout of this document, or of this spreadsheet in this case. You also have the page layout. If you prefer to look at that, that's how the document or the spreadsheet would print out. You also have the page break. So this is if we are using page breaks in this document. Notice you can zoom in and out here by pressing this plus and minus sign here in the very bottom. Now, a couple of things before we get into the actual, to using the application and some of the functions in the application here. So you'll notice that you have all of these blocks here, or cells, and then you have these numbers here on the left. And obviously, I'm going on with the very basics of using Excel. So we're just starting as basic as it can be in this case. So you have these rows here, and you have these columns, and then you also have these little blocks. So those are referred to as cells. Those horizontally, those would be your rows, and then these would be your columns. And then each one of those blocks has a reference to it, or an address for it. So for example, if we were to type something in here, 10 in there, let's add a value of 10, this cell, we'd reference it by using the column and the row number. So it would be B3. The reference for this, or the address for this, would be B3. Now, the nice thing in Excel is that when you do calculations, and that's the whole point of using Excel, you usually use those references or those addresses. So we don't say here, for example, if we wanted to get the total here, and we'll get into these in a little bit in more details as to what I'm doing here next as far as the sum and such. But let's say if we wanted to add those two numbers, yes, you could say 10 plus 5, and then the computer will give you the total, but you typically use in there sum of B3 colon B4. And for now, just focus on the reference for it. So now notice the total is 15 once I hit enter. The nice thing about using references is that if I change one of those values, let's say to 10 here, now notice the total will be updated automatically. So the key here to remember is that in Excel, you have those rows and columns and these cells. Each cell has a reference to it, and it's best to use the reference for that specific cell, which then contains the value. Now, the spreadsheets are, of course, used for calculations, for budgets, anything financial related. The spreadsheets are very powerful and can be very useful in a business environment, whether you're a professional that you want to advance in your career and get the right skills for the job and such, or the jobs and the employment opportunities, but also as a student. Now, those sheets, we started with one sheet here, but as I mentioned earlier, you can add as many sheets as you want by simply tapping on the add icon here. Now, those sheets also can be renamed. So if you right-click on this and choose rename, you can call this week 1 or month 1 or whatever you want to reference it, or the year. It's also important to understand that you can perform calculations between sheets, and we'll learn about this. And then finally, as far as the interface here and some of the generic components or general components of Excel, notice that you also have this formula bar here, or this area where you enter the formulas. And the formulas, we'll learn about them in a little bit, are basically what perform the calculations in Excel. So stay tuned for the next session here, where we are going to learn about doing some of the basic functions and calculations using in Excel, now that you have some of the foundations on a spreadsheet and also you have the foundations on the layout and the components of Excel. And as we finish here, just for terminology, you'll hear the term spreadsheet and worksheet. Typically, those would be the worksheets here. So you have each sheet here. The spreadsheet is the whole file here with all of these worksheets. Like I said, stay tuned for the next session where we'll get study and learn about basic functions related to Microsoft Excel.